If you want to be a successful platform, you've got to be open. You have to be open to consumers and producers. You have to be open to services that are not necessarily banking, but are beyond banking. You have to be open if you really want to be a credible platform that customers come to for financial services. You've got to be open for services that competitors may deliver. Because the credibility in delivering a differentiating service may be more by delivering a product of a competitor than your own product right there. So you've got to be open.
Privacy is a fundamental human right, so that the price for any service should never be your privacy. So today we're all getting a lot of free services, a lot of it from big tech platforms. As now we start opting out, that should not mean that then we're shunned out from those rich, great free services. Of course, we will need to pay for them, but we should have the option. That's what we believe in, that privacy should not be the price you pay for any service, good as it might be.
We're a network that is open and reliant on their partnerships, and we have the reach and the acceptance and brand that we bring together. That's our heartland, and we've decided that that's where we're going to be in this world of open banking. But it means we have to make that network as best it can be, as resilient as it can be in this new visible, invisible world.
That's actually what we're working on today, because we could see, and everyone was talking about it, the number of connected devices. And so we've been putting our capability into washing machines and fridges and cars and thinking about how it all connects up. And I think that's really important for the future, because things are moving very fast. And it's very important for any technology company, large or small, that you have that vision out there about what the future looks like, and you're building to that. You're not building for today.
I think we can all agree that most of the banks have been obsessing more about themselves than about their customers. With PSD2, as everyone is speaking about, this is going to dramatically shift. Why? Because as the customer is not locked down to the bank they have today, they have the freedom to move themselves and their data to the service provider that gives them the most value, that solves most of their daily tasks.
We are not facing a world that is either just web or mobile. It's common sense to say that we have to provide a consistent commerce experience across all screens and all devices and all channels and all mediums. And we believe voice is the new medium. As we have gone from typing and touching to swiping and now to speaking, each mode of interaction has gotten progressively easier for us as humans. I mean, what could be more natural, more simple, or more personal than a conversation? And so as we see the rapid adoption of voice across many, many use cases and devices, we believe voice may well be the next frontier.
We are pushing out the moment of decision. And from a startup perspective, that delay hurts. Because while banks are thinking, the startups that are trying to do business with banks are waiting for the future to begin. So, personal view and the view of a lot of people in the market is this is not sustainable. We can't do this anymore. We need to move away from this and break the not talking about money business. And I don't mean talking about price point. I mean talking about monetization. How does your business model align with mine in this world where not everyone can play nice with each other?
This data, once it's out there, this information, it's out there forever. You think there's a way to take it back? Not really. Sure, there's a legal way to try to take it back. You can, but for the most part, once it's out there, it's sort of like wildfire. It just keeps going. And that's I think one of the things that we don't fully recognize when we're putting data out there.
WeChat Pay is changing the business with social power and bring a new way for business to connect with their customers.
India has always been good in building technology for the world. You go to the US, all the big internet companies are run by Indians. So this is for the first time that a bunch of people have decided to come back to the country and build for India. I don't see this as to be surprising at all. So I think some of the largest platforms in the world have been built by us.
We work with 9 local strategic partners. Most of them are leaders in their own sense, in their own country, to build a global network. They are all focusing on large scale of populations. And there is always an unmet demand, right? The reason we build a strategic partnership is very simple. We want to focus on large opportunity. We want to add value in an area we think there is unmet demands.
So the point is, the trust is incredibly important. We should all be in the business of creating trust. There's some structural things, there's some things about behavior, but the point is you can't just assume the trust is going to be there. It's a tough time in history for trust. And if we want people to act in ways that we recommend and we understand that are good for them, we have to build that.